Going on, everybody, and welcome to the video. In this one, we've got a stock with absurdly high short interest. I know you might be looking at this and thinking this was the squeeze, but the numbers are still there. We're looking at a very high potential short squeeze catalyst for this stock. So all I ask is if you do enjoy this type of content that you subscribe to the channel and you turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future content. But let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So this stock is ticker BIOR, BIOR Therapeutics, trading for $4.27. You know, they went from a $2 to a huge almost $8, $7.68, $6.70. Huge uptrends. You know, right now we're back down to 427. Looking at on Google Finance over the past week, we are up 102%. You know, going from this price level, a 246% increase, and then falling down a little bit. Market cap right now sitting at $38.12 million. Now here's some key things. First up, you might see the short float on FinViz and think that's very low, 5.4%, but it's a lot higher on other sources that we'll look at in kind of some active data. But shares float, total float is about 8.32 million shares. Earnings per share this year and quarter over quarter have increased tremendous amounts, but sales have decreased by a lot. You know, right now their sales are only $700,000 with negative net income of negative 118 million. That's not very good stuff, and it kind of does probably make sense as to why this stock is being shorted. But let me show you the FinTel data a little bit more about the short interest. It says the short ratio is about 0.47 days to cover. You know, short interest percent of the float is 244% based on FinTel. And to show you a little bit more, it currently says, last updated 11 minutes ago, 2,000 short shares available was the last that we've seen for this stock, okay? That's very big stuff. We go ahead and go back. This is the 14th, 15th. This stock was up at its highest on the 11th, you know, and this is the 13th, 14th data that we're getting. And the short interest is still there. You know, there's still not many shares available to short, so this does give us some good indications. And recently, today included, the borrow fee rate is still increasing, you know, 224.78%, increase from 13 to 115 to 206 to 224. Very big increases in cost to borrow. So this does imply more looks towards a possible short squeeze. Looking on TD Ameritrade, it says the short interest of the float is 137.08%. That's a very high number. You know, this is almost very suspicious just in the sense of how does this number get this high? Is there naked shorts? What is there? And this could be very big. Now, remember, this is a big risk. If you do choose to invest in this, make sure to invest money that you're willing to lose by all means, because this could go the complete opposite direction. But on Yahoo Finance, we're seeing short ratio of 6.39 as of December 30th, which is very, very high. You know, meaning it would take short sellers 6.39 days to cover all their shorts with 7.11% short percent of the float. And this is Yahoo Finance data. You know, if you just kind of look at it in the sense of taking the short ratio and the short percent of float that Yahoo Finance data was giving us and looking at the current short float, I mean, that's a very high short ratio just relative to how things look. But total cash to cash per share is $4.87 per share. I just wanted to point that out. With the stock being a $4.27 stock, that is something to keep in mind. But I want to show you who this company really is. So they are a therapeutic company, you know, encapsulating innovation. This is kind of what they're looking at, just to show you they're about, you know, biotech company reimagining therapeutics by creating innovative smart pills designed for targeted drug delivery to the GI tract and systematic needle-free delivery of biotherapeutics. The company is developing therapies to improve patients' lives. BIOR envisions a world where patients have access to needle-free drug delivery and better therapeutic outcomes. So some pretty solid stuff, you know, definitely a good outlook. Here's their pipeline right now. Got one thing in clinical, most in preclinical, and then it's going a little bit more, a lot in preclinical, and some in the design and feasibility. But something that they did recently do was they did have a reverse stock split, you know, 25 to 1. So their stock is 25 times more as expensive as it used to be. Just looking at this stock split, you know, doesn't mean the company is valued worth more. But this began on January 3rd of 2023. So about for 2 weeks, this has been going on in this stock split. Now I want to show you a little bit about this company. They had some news that they got pre-IND feedback from the FDA, and there's been some more optimism around the company, which could be the reason that we're seeing this uptrend in price. If you don't know what a pre-IND feedback is, it is a meeting usually where a drug sponsor's first formal meeting with the FDA as they begin the process of bringing a drug into the market. You know, this meeting provides sponsors the opportunity to discuss their IND plans prior to the full IND submission. And then they got kind of feedback. You know, the recent Type T response from the FDA further strengthens our confidence in our plans to enter the clinic during the first half of 2023, followed by trial initiation in quarter 2 and data readouts in Q3. So this is some catalyst that you could look forward to with this company, assuming that everything goes well and short sellers are squeezed out of these positions. This would be very critical stuff. Now, I want to show you a little bit more. Also, they got a $65 price target, okay? H.C. Wainwright. Firm maintained its buy rating on BIOR stock. It also adjusted its price target to $65. Now, this is when the stock was about $3 a share. It's about $4.27. 20 times higher. That's insane. Okay, I'll show you this price target real quick. 1,400% upside. $65, the only price target that I'm finding on the stock right now on TipRanks. That's huge upside, and that's not even considering a short squeeze. That's considering this company hits that high execution risk and just does well and executes on everything and can do very well in the market. But to show you a little bit more on this company, outlooks aren't necessarily the best, negative $4.14 per share in 2022 and 300,000 in sales, with expectations in 2023 to be almost double that, negative $7.15 per share, and sales estimate isn't necessarily there. The year ago sales was 25.6 million, so it is something to keep in mind. But this is something that could be huge. I just wanted to give you guys that information. Do with it as you will, be smart with your money. Don't just throw money out there with FOMO or anything like that. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future content. Also, check out the links down below for free stocks. M1 Finance is doing a huge referral giveaway. I believe if you deposit $100, you get $100 free back. So check that out. The link is in the description down below. And I will see you at the next video.